all persons visiting residents, all cyclists, motorcycle without sidecar, which traffic sign refers to the actual mass. You must pass on the right of traffic islands. No overtaking. Speed restrictions. A no waiting area. May not stop. No vehicles. As a resident, you want to drive into a cycle highway that has this sign. What must you be aware of when doing so? Cycle traffic may not be impeded. Vehicles may not be driven faster than 30 km per hour. Cycles may travel alongside one another. What do you do when you see this traffic sign? Observe the traffic coming from the right only. Reduce speed. Be ready to brake. Observe the traffic coming from the right only. Observe the traffic coming from the right only. What must you be aware of when you see this road traffic sign? The entrance and exit point must be kept clear for amphibious vehicles. When it is dark or visibility is poor, areas of water are difficult to distinguish from the road. The road leads to the bank of a waterway. What does this traffic sign indicate? A toll road. A customs point. A prohibition on through traffic. What applies with this traffic sign? I may also continue driving by taking a left turn. I have to signal a right turn. I may only continue driving by taking a right turn. What does this traffic sign indicate? A numbered diversion. Tram line number 3. A numbered underground car park. When must you wait at this traffic sign? When the level crossing cannot be crossed without having to stop on it. When a rail vehicle is approaching. When a railway employee is waving a white-red-white flag. When a railway employee is waving a white-red-white flag. Applies when you see this traffic sign. Drive more quickly in the right-hand lane than vehicles traveling in the left-hand lane. Choose whatever lane I wish for my direction of travel. Drive faster than 50 km per hour because this is a multi-lane carriageway. Drive faster than 50 km per hour because this is a multi-lane carriageway. This traffic sign is displayed on the right-hand curbside. What does it mean? Not stop after it. Not stop before it. Park before it. You see this traffic sign. What must you reckon with? Oncoming traffic. Oncoming traffic taking precedence. Dazzle from oncoming traffic at night. What is the correct course of action in this situation? I brake hard while in the bend. I avoid jerky steering movements. I reduce my speed. What applies from this traffic sign onwards? You may not sound your horn to signal your intention to overtake. Parking cars may be safely marked with parking light. You may drive with parking light in the darkness. What is the rule created by the road markings in this situation? Give way to the red vehicle. Approach the junction cautiously. Come to a stop in front of the road markings. How are vehicles with a permissible total mass up to 2.8 t allowed to be parked here? The car is shown in the picture. Small cars also diagonally to the driving direction. The caravan is shown in the picture. What do you do upon seeing this traffic sign? If I am turning right, I am not obliged to wait. I approach at a moderate speed ready to brake. I allow the crosswise moving traffic the right of way. What applies when you see this traffic sign? Choose whatever lane I wish for my direction of travel. Drive more quickly in the right-hand lane than vehicles traveling in the left-hand lane. Drive faster than 50 km per hour because this is a multi-lane carriageway. Choose whatever lane I wish for my direction of travel. What do you do when you see this traffic sign? You must give precedence to the oncoming traffic. You may only take precedence when the narrowing is clear. You must be ready to stop despite taking precedence. What should you do when you approach this traffic sign? Increase your speed. Avoid the uneven patches by making sudden steering wheel movements. Reduce your speed. What should you do as you draw near to this heavy goods transport? I refrain from overtaking. I overtake taking extra care. I move into the right-hand lane. What do you do when you see this traffic sign? When there are two lanes in one direction, employ the zipper feed-in method. Give precedence to oncoming traffic. Where there are two lanes in one direction and you are driving on the left lane, you take absolute precedence. What do these traffic signs indicate? The direction from which a train could come. A diversion avoiding the level crossing. A level crossing on the road turning right. What does this traffic sign indicate? The start of a traffic calming zone. A prohibition on cycles and mopeds. A footpath. What is permitted where you see these traffic signs? With a parking ticket from a parking ticket machine park, automat, anyone is allowed to park here for an unlimited period. Anyone is allowed to stop to pick up or drop passengers. Severely disabled persons with the appropriate numbered parking permit may park here. What must you anticipate with this road sign? With cyclists who may cross the carriageway. With an underpass for cyclists. With a cyclists prohibited zone. With an underpass for cyclists. Which vehicles are allowed to park here? Motorcycles. Vehicles with a permissible total mass of more than 3.5 t. Vehicles with a permissible total mass of up to 2.8 t. Which vehicles are not allowed to drive here? Motorized bicycle. Light motorcycles. Small motorcycles. What is the rule created by the road markings in this situation? Come to a stop in front of the road markings. Give way to the green truck. Approach the junction cautiously. What vehicles may enter a zone with this sign? Small electric vehicles. Bicycles. Vehicles driven by residents. You pass this traffic sign while driving outside a built-up area. How far off is the hazard to be expected? Between 150 m and 250 m. Between 250 m and 350 m. Between 50 meters and 150 m. This traffic sign is displayed on the right-hand curbside. What does it indicate? The end of an absolute no-stopping zone. The start of a limited prohibition of stopping zone. The start of an absolute no-stopping zone. When may you stop here? On Sundays. On Saturdays. On public holidays. What does this traffic sign mean? You must indicate when entering the roundabout. You are only allowed to drive at walking speed. Stopping on the roundabout is forbidden. What does this traffic sign mean? Indication of existing overhead electrical wires. Rail traffic always has priority. You must always wait when a rail vehicle is approaching. What does the figure 26 inches indicate in this traffic sign? Autobahn exit number 26. The A26. The distance from the exit to Düsseldorf-Benrath. Which vehicles are allowed to use the special lane marked like this? Trucks. Regular buses. Cars. Which vehicles are not allowed to use a road sign posted like this? Trucks. Cars. Motorcycles. Cars. A cyclist's prohibited zone. Cyclists crossing the carriageway. A mandatory cycle path. What do these traffic signs indicate? On the roadway and the hard shoulder. On the hard shoulder only. For trucks only. How must you act when driving a vehicle during permitted delivery times? If there are no pedestrians in my vicinity, I may drive faster than walking speed. I must keep a close lookout for pedestrians. I may only drive at walking speed. What vehicles are permitted to use this road? Cycles and motorcycles that are pushed. Electric-powered vehicles. Motor vehicles. What applies with this traffic sign? I may not turn right before the sign. I have to drive past obstructions on the left. I am obliged to turn left. You want to exit the motorway. What is the right course of action in this situation? I watch out for oncoming vehicles. I move into the left-hand lane. I continue by driving on the hard shoulder.